What's up, guys? This is Ty Zen again. I'm broadcasting from the Griffith Observatory here, and it's located like around the Hollywood, Beverly Hills area on the hills, as you guys can see from around us, right there.
It's beautiful out here. You got these hills.
Yeah.
You got the city view on the other side. You see all of Los Angeles from up here.
Yeah. Give you guys a look here.
Yeah. There you go. There's a telescope. There's a
What's pretty cool is this telescope right here. You can actually come in at night. They open up like at 7:30. That's what the sign says anyway. You can check out the stars and the moons.
Yeah.
But you know what? Speaking of the moon, let's get back on topic here, right? Because this channel is about going to the moon here.
Going
okay.
to the moon, yeah.
All right. So let's talk about going to the moon here. Oh, we forgot to intro the Grandmaster himself. Guys, with me today, we have the Honorable Grandmaster, legendary, world-renowned LeonFood.com. Say hello, Leon.
Hey guys. Good to be here again.
All right, so, all right, guys, we'll pull out the Twitter question that we have from one of our followers.
All right, one of our followers, it says, basically is about, well, I can't find it right now. It's about taking profits and when to sell.
Yeah, but come on, you gotta give him credit,
I gotta
bro.
give him credit.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. I just had
You
it.
got, you know,
Day trading, how not? Yeah, let's see here.
I thought you just had it up.
I did just have it up, but now I don't have it anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna pull, while you pull it up, right, I'll explain what the question was about. So we have one of our Twitter followers ask us, you know, to talk about taking profits, okay?
Or when to sell.
Or when to sell, or when to take profits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's after BT's.
It is after that, but.
Okay. So the question is, when should we take profits when the price of the cryptocurrency or the Bitcoin goes up? And you know, because last year it ran all the way up to $20,000. Some people got hurt because they did not sell it. You know, and then now they think, you know, Bitcoin's a scam, or when Ethereum ran up to 14. Okay, who was it?
LL Crypto G.
Ladies love Crypto G.
Ladies love Crypto G.
It's kind of like LL Cool J, except it's LL Crypto G. And the question is,
when to sell and not miss on gains before we hit the moon.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So you also ask how not to get hacked.
Yeah.
That one's a simple. Use a Ledger wallet or a hardware wallet, and or a Trezor.
Yes.
Okay.
Whenever possible.
Yeah, whenever possible, and you know, try
Don't
to
keep
split
your coins on exchanges. Use two-factor
authentication.
You know, we've gone over.
Use a password manager.
Use a password manager.
All this stuff is on our site at the FAQ under security.
Yeah.
Okay. And under wallets and things like that that we use. So just go take a look on there. Okay, so let's talk about when to take profits. Okay, you want to go ahead and start that off?
All right. So most people, when they ask when to sell,
Here, stand out here, out of the shadow. Here. Yeah.
when to sell, the question they're really asking is not
Okay.
when to sell. The question they're really asking is the market going up or down?
Yeah.
Right. That's the actual question that they really want to know.
So if I'm asking you, hey, Leon, you think the market's going up, or Bitcoin's going up, or
anything, or down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, and the answer is no one knows. It doesn't. I mean, you can do technical analysis, you can do fundamental analysis. None of those.
You can do analysis out the ass,
Yes.
but nobody knows.
No, nobody knows. Okay, and then you can argue. What people are saying is you can have opinions.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a difference between do you know something or do you have an opinion on something? Now everyone has an opinion, but I'm sure there's a cliche about opinions. It's like
Yeah, in Texas we say that, you know, everyone has, you know, opinions are like, you know, buttholes, you know.
Buttholes, everyone has
Everyone
one.
has one, and
Right?
you know what it's full of.
Yeah. So no one knows, right? We all have our own opinions, and it's fine. We can speculate on whether, you know, which way you think it's going on, and I can say I think it's going up, and you can say I think it's going down.
Absolutely.
Right? But that should not be the sole decision as to whether or not you should sell, because we don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
You think you have an opinion, but you don't know.
Yeah, making a
Okay?
decision to use a hardware wallet to store your coins and sizing your bets correctly on each coin that you get into is 1,000 times more important.
Yeah, exactly. So then the question is, when do you sell? Okay. Well, sure, there's an opinion. right? I think it's going up, so I'm not going to sell. I'm going to hold, right? Or I
Yeah.
think it's going down, so I'm going to sell. But
Hey,
that
let's
is-
just make an arbitrary number here,
Yeah,
so that because a lot of times when we
Yeah.
talk about abstract concepts,
Yeah.
people might not understand. Let's say somebody got into Bitcoin at 5,000 and it went to 20,000.
yeah, so they made four
Right.
times their money, right?
Yeah.
4 times their money. Oh, all right.
Three times.
3 times their money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 3 times their money. Yeah, they
Yeah.
made 3 times their money. It went up 4 times, right? So they
Yeah.
made 3 times their money. So, all right, that's great. You know, is that a nice profit? Yes, it is. Right? Is it a
That's life changing. What is it?
Well-
Life changing.
well, well, it depends. You know, if they've been managing their bet size correctly.
Yeah.
3 times your money is probably. It's a nice paycheck, but it's not life changing. You know, if they've sized their bets
yeah.
correctly,
Yeah.
they're not taking on too much risk.
Yeah.
3 times your money is probably a nice paycheck,
Yeah.
right? Not a life changing. Life changing is like 10 times, 50 times,
Yeah.
100 times. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
life changing. Okay?
Yeah.
But 3 times, you know, if you've been managing your risk correctly, is a nice paycheck,
Yeah.
right? It's a good paycheck, you know. If you and so, you know, if there are some short-term things that you would have liked to do, but you
Yeah.
didn't have the opportunity to do because you were short on money,
Yeah.
well, this is like an extra paycheck. And now you can go
Let's
do
use
something.
some real world examples. Don't name their
Yes.
names, but let's just use some real world examples from people that we know. Let's talk about the software engineer that had an opportunity to quit their job and
All right.
start their own
well,
software.
now he had gotten a life-changing amount of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. I mean, that was like he had gotten in with us a few years ago.
Yeah.
He got into the Ethereum ICO just like we did,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore he got what is a life-changing amount of money.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know, then you ask yourself, okay, you've gotten this life-changing amount of money, and the question is, should I sell?
Yeah.
Right? The question now is, should I sell?
Yeah.
Well, you know, like I said, you have your opinion. I think the market's going to go up. I think the market's going to go down.
Yeah.
And you know what? Should only be one part of whether or not you want to sell. And in fact, it should be only just a small part
Yeah.
of whether or not you should sell.
Yeah.
Right? What you need to do is you have to, and I suggest this. With our silent business partner, I said, write down your goals in life.
Yeah.
Write down
What's
your,
most important to you?
why are
the
you
priorities.
doing this? Why are we? What are we doing with this money? That's life changing, right?
Yeah.
Is it buying a house? Is it leaving your job so you can start
Buying
your own company?
a car because you don't have
Buying
a car.
because you don't have or you need a new car. You have an old car, or maybe you want a supercar like we did.
Yeah.
For a long time. You know, list out all these goals, right?
So look, I think that what really helps is if we use real world examples so
Sure.
that the audience can know.
Sure.
So let's say, for example, we have a silent team member. We'll just call him or her the silent team member and just refer to him as him, just so it's easy, right? So let's just say we have the silent team member. He wanted to buy a house for his mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And
So,
what is that, like $500,000?
200,000, 400,000,
Well,
500,000.
let's just say
whatever,
$500,000.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say there's another example of the software engineer
He wants
who wanted
to
to
quit
quit
his
his job and start his own blockchain
Yeah.
software
Right,
project.
and these are goals that these
Were very
people-
easily achievable.
Yeah, in January when Bitcoin was at 20,000, and these are goals that our colleagues, our team members, they've wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. They've been waiting for the time where, you know, they could leave their jobs, or they would get laid off from their jobs and get a nice severance. As
Yeah.
Dell gives a very generous severance package,
Yeah.
and I thank them for being so generous. But you had to get laid off. You can't quit to get that, right? And so he was like, Dell was doing a series of layoff over the last 2 years because of their merger with EMC, and he goes, if I were laid off, I would get this severance package, and then I could go do my own startup, which was his dream.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's a very, very good software engineer.
Yeah. And then finally, we got that big run in 2017,
Mm-hmm.
and he could have done that. He could have taken
easily done that.
and still have enough crypto that if it went to the moon,
Yeah.
it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Right? It wouldn't, because we go over a concept of marginal utility of
But,
money,
yeah,
but
let's
let's
not
not
get
get
too
into
deep in
that.
that,
Let's
yeah.
not get too deep in that. Just like you have a
The fact was
short-term goal.
he was in a position.
Yeah.
He was in a position to where he could have made a life-changing decision.
Yeah, that's right.
To take profits.
And it would have
then- and he
affected
would
him
never
right
have-
now. It
Yeah.
would have affected. It would have benefited him that day.
Yeah.
right? He could go in the next, after he clicked the sell and the money's in the bank, he could
Yeah.
go in that week and turn in his resignation papers.
And then go work on his
and go work on his dream
blockchain
thing,
software project.
all right? Then the market tanked, and now he can't do that anymore. Right? It went down 70%. Right?
Yeah.
It went down 70%, and he could. You know, we went from 20,000 Bitcoin down to 6,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Losing 70% of your portfolio means that you can no longer pursue those dreams, at least in the short run.
Yeah.
Right. At least in the short run.
If he goes back up next year,
If it
or
goes back
2
up
years
next
later,
year or 2
we don't
years
know.
later, we don't
but
know.
we know that at one point, there was a few months ago, there was a point where he could have done that easily.
Yeah. And that would have been life changing.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
And
about,
that's what
guys.
we're talking about. You know our motto here: life-changing money,
Yeah.
life-changing profits. Well, it's only life-changing if you take it.
Yeah.
If you don't take it's not life-changing.
Yeah, like you know, like when Leon and I wanted to get into crypto so that we
Yeah.
can quit our 9-to-5 job,
Yeah.
right? We wanted to do anything we can to quit that. So the first opportunity that we got to take profit so that we can quit our 9-to-5 job and secure that, we did it because that was life-changing.
That was life-changing.
And
yeah.
I think that we need to take a moment to clarify for everyone that when we talk about life-changing money, guys, it's not so much the amount of money that's life-changing. It's more so that what the money does for you that creates the life-changing. You know, we should come up with something else and not just say that it's life-changing money, because it's not the money that makes it life-changing. It's what you do after you take profits and you live the life that you want to
Yeah.
live.
What do you want to do
You know?
with that money, right? We are not making money for the sake of making money.
Yeah.
We're not playing like football or basketball or baseball where the goal is to like rack up points, right? If money was like a scoreboard, right? We're not like, at least us, we're making money so that we can do something with that money that is life-changing.
Yeah.
Right? And you have to, we all have to, I think we should all take a minute to just think about what is it we would do with that money that
Once
would be
we-
life-changing for each of us, right? That's going to be different from all of us because we're all in different stages in our life. We all have different goals
Yeah.
in our life. But you know, if you want to answer the question, should I sell? You have to first answer, well, what is it you want to do?
Yeah.
I mean, we all still believe we're going
Hey,
to the moon, right?
Hey,
We
here's a good example, right?
Yeah.
It just came to my head while you
Yeah.
were talking there.
Yeah.
So we have a client who had X amount of money, and he or she wanted to get a home for their spouse, and they decided, hey, you know what? You know, we talked to them, and you know, we helped them, you know, decide, you know, what was important for them in their lives,
Yeah.
and they came to the conclusion that no matter what happens to the cryptocurrency market, as long as they can own their own house, their dream home, that would be better than anything they could ever possibly imagine. Even if crypto goes back down to zero, they don't care, as long as they have their dream home. That's what they wanted, you know. And because of that, right? Because of that. Okay, so the opportunity that came along where they could take profits and get their dream home and build their dream home, they did it immediately. And then what happened was that relieved the stress that they had from having to worry about it when the market tanked.
That's right.
Because they already paid for their home.
That's right.
Yeah, so no matter what, and they fulfilled their life-changing dream there, that, hey, no matter what happens to the crypto market, everything can just go to zero.
Yeah.
They don't care. Now they got their home.
Yeah.
And to us, that is the things that people need to consider, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, we're going for the quality of life. You know, if we keep sitting there waiting for, you know, to go to the moon so we can make $1 gazillion, but we're not living the life that we want to live, then what does it matter if
Yeah.
you're struggling and you're doing all that for the next 10 years?
Yeah, you know, the opportunity is to do what we want to do in life is limited. We only have a limited time on this earth, and even, you know, even within our lifetimes, there's certain things we want to do in our life that have a limited window. We talked about that in the previous video, where, you know, we wanted a supercar but we didn't get it, and now our situation has changed where it doesn't make sense to get it. Right?
Yeah, we might get in the future,
But right now, you know, that window of opportunity, at least for now,
Yeah.
is not here anymore, because, you know, I got married, I have
Your first child?
my first child, and I'm no longer a single guy wanting to cruise around in in a supercar to pick up girls,
Yeah.
right? That's not what I want to do anymore, right?
Matter of fact, wanting to build a blockchain museum
Yeah.
is more interesting.
Yes, exactly.
To document the history
Yeah.
of bitcoins and cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
That to us is more interesting.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, you have with all the goals in your life, in all of our lives, there is a window of opportunity to do each of those goals, right? And if you have the chance, if the market gives us a chance where we can take those profits and then go do whatever it is we want to do,
Yeah.
we need to take that. And it doesn't matter what we think about what the market is going to do, right?
Yeah.
We need to figure out, like, hey, these are my goals in life. These 5 things, these 10 things, whatever they are.
Yeah.
You know,
Like the silent team member we had where he wanted to buy a house for his mom. When he was in a position to get 20 houses, he should have just got one
yeah, that's right.
instead of thinking about it and letting the market go down, and then now the regret, right, guys? Because think about it, the sense of regret is extremely more painful, guys, than the actual sense of achieving what your life-changing goal was
That's
set out
right.
to do.
That's right.
So, have we suffered because the market has fallen 70%? Well, absolutely. I mean, we're not like
Yeah,
miracle
we're not
workers.
miracles. Yeah, we
But-
we went down with the market just like everyone else. Yeah.
But the one thing that we can stand here, today is what, Friday? While everyone is busy working 9 to 5, we're able to come up here to the Griffith Observatory and goof off, right? And shoot this video for you guys. And that was what we originally wanted when we got into Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies. And we just want to share that with you guys because, everywhere we travel, we always run into someone that regrets not pursuing the dream life that they wanted to live. And we take all this risk to get into
A position
crypto.
where we have the opportunity
Yeah.
to take it. If you have the opportunity to take it, you have to consider, yes, I don't know, we don't know where the market's going, but the market is giving you this opportunity, and you have a window of opportunity to do something. Now, that doesn't mean you should sell all of it, or
Do not sell all of it.
No, not
but-
sell all of it, but there's no, and when we say take profits, what we mean by that is measure that, how much profits to take, measure that with the goals you have in your life, the objectives that you want to do to make life-changing profits, life-changing money.
Yeah.
And take those into account, not just your opinion, whether or not the market's going up or not. In fact, that should be
The least.
the
smallest
smallest component of whether or not you should sell. Your opinion, right? Like they say, opinions is like your ass. Everyone has one, right?
And it's full of shit.
And it's full of shit, right?
Yeah.
Right. But what's not full of shit is what you want to do in your life. What's important to you.
Yeah.
And we have to all take it when the market gives it to us, because you know what? The market could take it away.
Exactly. And if you're sitting here regretting, because, you could have quit your job, or you could have sold your business and retired, or anything like that, and you didn't take that opportunity, obviously we warn you guys, or I don't know if warning is the right word, but, we are going to remind you that the next time that you have that opportunity to fulfill your life-changing dream or live the life that you want to live, make sure that you take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope that helps you guys. Yep.
Yeah, so that's our thoughts right there on taking profits on the things that you guys got into that you can take profits on, and hopefully it helps you guys out in some way. We've been saying the same things over and over, about this topic of taking profits and living the life that you want to live. Don't wait and don't worry about what when somebody else takes profit. Don't worry about when I take profits. Don't worry about when Leon takes profit. What you want to worry about is taking profits for yourself and your family, so that you can live the life that you want to live with your family. Because when we sell and when we take profits, it's not going to affect your family, you and your family.
Yeah.
And-
So
and-
I'll give an example. I'll use myself as an example. Like, after I had gotten married,
Yeah.
after I had my first child, my baby girl, I am no longer the single guy I was when I was single.
Yeah.
I have people depending on me. I
Yeah.
can't afford to take the risk that I used to take.
Yeah.
Because before, the only thing that would hurt is me. Now, if I
Yeah.
take risk and it goes against me, it hurts more than just me.
Yeah.
The stakes are higher, right? As we age, the tolerance for us to take risk goes down.
Yeah, and so you mind if I share this example about your daughter, about you taking profits for your daughter?
Sure.
Okay, so Leon was in a position where he said, hey, you know what? If I take profits right now, not only, like he and I took enough profits so that we don't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore, right? And focus on being a full-time investor and focus on our business and not work on someone else's business. And then, the market gave us an opportunity to where Leon said, hey, you know what? Yes, I can hold on to these cryptos and let the market go up even more
To the moon.
To the moon,
Yeah.
right? And instead of having one Lambo, you can have 1,000 Lambos, right? I don't know,
Whatever, yeah.
well, whatever. It sounds good in theory, guys, but when faced with the decision of, hey, you know what? You can take, Leon can take profits right now and make sure that his daughter never has to work again in her life, even though she was just born a month or two ago. Is it even a month yet?
It's been more than 2 months now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So when Leon said, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
He and I were discussing, like, man, should you take some more profits and secure your daughter's future, the only child that you have, and make sure she never, has to work if she doesn't want to, or you want to just hold on to it and then let it go to the moon and hope that you get 1,000 Lambos with it, right? And so, Leon had to make the tough decision and go, you know what? I'm going to secure my daughter's future.
Our family,
Yeah.
my family's future,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, his family's future. And you know what? And that's
And that doesn't matter whether we go to the moon or not.
Yeah.
It really does not matter
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah, and the decision, guys, it's not an easy decision to make. Don't think that just because we're standing here talking about it, with the mountains behind us and all the tourists around here and
I'll
everything.
tell you guys.
It's a tough decision.
I did technical analysis. I looked at the chart. I, drew squiggly lines on a chart to try to help me make this decision.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, none of that shit
none
matters.
of that mattered.
Yeah,
Because
at the end
I
of the
did
day-
do it because psychologically, we want to know that,
Yeah.
what's my opinion of the market. But I realized that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it didn't matter.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's, hey, you know what? Am I going to secure my daughter's future from having to be a slave to the 9 to 5? Or am I just going to goof off here and risk losing that opportunity to secure my kid's future? Right? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And what
Not
separates...
whether or not, let's re-emphasize, not whether or not whether I think the market's going up or down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's something else to consider, guys, right? Is that it doesn't matter if someone else does it or not. What matters is you and your family, and that's all that matters. At the end of the day, Leon and I don't pay your bills, right? Those idiots that that tell you that you should hold or sell or buy whatever. None of those idiots, they pay your bills. None of them are going to secure you for freedom from the being a slave to the 9 to 5. Okay, so at the end of the day, you got to make that tough decision. And at the end of the day, guys, that's what separates the pros from the amateurs. The pros have to make that tough decision. And when I say pro, I'm not talking about like a licensed professional or anything like that. I'm talking about the people that we would consider quote unquote professionals or pros that can do it, right? That make the money. It's only because when they're faced with these tough decisions to make, they're able to pull the trigger and make that trade or make that investment, while the people that are beginners and are considered amateurs is because they're unable to pull the trigger and make that move when it's time to make that move. So we just want to make this video and share it with you. And what was that? Who was it that asked us that question?
David, I think
Yeah,
it
it
was.
Yeah. So it is an excellent question to ask, guys, and we just wanted to spend some time and share.
It's
it's LL Crypto G.
David was the last question.
Ladies love Crypto G. Okay,
Ladies
so
love Crypto G.
that's an excellent question there. Ladies love Crypto G. And then I hope that the answers we gave you guys in this video will help you make the right decision of what's best for you and your family. And if you guys like these types of videos, give us a thumbs up. If you guys don't like it, give us a thumbs down. We're not going to be butthurt about it. And if you haven't already, go to www.cryptocurrency.market/newsletter. Subscribe to our newsletter, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. All right.
All right.